so much. This next part of our program is something that's very, very special to my heart. We're going to present the winners of the 4th annual Fred Moore Senior Solo Competition. For those of you who are from Lexington, you'll know there's a music store about 6 blocks up the road called Fred Moore Music. And if you've been in there, you've met Freddie Jr., who's now running that store on his own. It was his parents who started that store back in the 60s, and we lost them back in 2008. Fred Sr. ran that store, drove himself to work every day until a week before his death at the age of 96. So, and that's my goal. I want to keep right on doing that all the way through. So if I don't drive myself in, something's wrong. But I am very honored to be able to name our competition after him and be able to continue his legacy of music education. He has quite a long and colorful history of supporting music. He graduated from UK with a degree in music in 1938. I didn't even know they had music degrees in 1938. But if you think about those dates, that means he committed to a career in the arts in the Great Depression. That's a stunning commitment for a family to come up with the funds to send someone to college and for the arts through the Great Depression. When he graduated, he became the band director at Somerset High School, and he was there for several years until World War II came along. And while many young men were, of course, being drafted into that, he volunteered for the Coast Guard Band. So worked his way up through the ranks during the war to become the director of the Coast Guard Band, and I'm sure he had some tales that I could spend all night telling you about those experiences. But when he got out of the military after the war, he came home to Kentucky and he started Fred Moore Music. So, and that store is one of the true mom and pop, family-owned, non-corporate, real music stores. It's my favorite music store I've ever been in. Couldn't ask for anything more. If you haven't been in that store, I highly suggest you do. So we are honored to be able to bring his name back into the community and name our competition after him. He was a trombonist, so I'm sure he's looking down right now at all these flutes with eyebrow raised. But we absolutely adore the opportunity to do this. So I'd like to introduce our finalists that have won the competition. Our middle school finalist is Madeline Huang from Louisville, Kentucky. And Madeline, come on up. She's going to present the Serenade. And this is putting our ensemble in a little different position. We are now accompanists. And this is not something flutists do very often. Pianists accompany, you're used to that. But flutists don't get to have this opportunity to be an accompanying ensemble very often. So this has been a learning and growing experience for us as well. Space. Madeline, since you've been sitting a little bit, let's take it a